Welcome everybody, this is John from Sow and Grow Regenerative, and this is a tutorial for your Grow Your Own membership group, and this is to create boron. So I've got my plums here. They're really high in boron. I picked these off my tree. I've got so many I can't eat them. So I've measured out 165 grams of the plums, and I've also measured out 165 grams of brown sugar. I've got my container here, and I've also got my tissue to go over the top of it. So first of all, what we do is we put the plums in here. Now I've measured out these plums in the glass already, and it's going to be about half the volume basically. And I've also got my sugar right here, so I'm just going to pour this in. Now it will be a bit high, but once it's all mixed up, as you can see like that, I'm going to mix it up in one of these bowls. Once it's all mixed up, that will actually settle down and go a bit further down. So I'm going to use this container here. I'm going to tip them in, and then I want to give it a good mix up. And the idea is you want to coat all the plums in the sugar. And what's actually going to happen is this osmotic pressure, or the process, is actually going to take out the boron from the plums themselves, and then we can then drain off the solids from the liquids. We dilute the liquid, and you've got yourself liquid boron. So what's boron good for? Well, boron, like calcium and sulfur, actually helps to strengthen the cell wall of the plants. This means if you have things like blight, powdery mildew, blossom end rot, these are all bacterial and fungal infections that get into the plant through the cell wall. So what this does is this helps strengthen the actual plant itself. So you can spray this on the soil, or you can spray it directly on the leaves, known as a foliar spray. If you're going to spray it directly on the leaves, what you need to make sure of is to do it early in the morning before there's too much sunlight, because otherwise the leaves could burn. So got my glass here. You can do this in any volume. All you need to do is make sure there's an equal amount of sugar and plums. I'm going to tip that all in there. As you can see, it's already dropped down, and now this is quite liquidy, so what I'm going to do, because there's a lot of juice in these plums, I'm actually going to add a little bit more sugar, and that way that will really help to extract more of the liquid. Just like so. And then what we want to do is add a little bit more sugar. You can always put a cap on the boron as well. Just going to do that. Mix that in. Just like so. Easy as that. Then all you want to do, once that's done, you can then cover this over with a bit of tissue or a bit of muslin. This just helps any insects from getting inside. You want to wait 7 days, and then you'll see a proper separation. You'll have the liquid at the bottom and you'll have the plums at the top. and then you can just drain that off through a sieve or again some muslin, get the liquid, and then you can dilute it at about 20 to 1, and that will just ensure that you're going to be able to get the plants the boron they need to help strengthen the cell walls. Now this is a process called FFJ, fermented fruit juice. You can also do this with bananas, and bananas are high in potassium, so you can do it with the bananas. And the bananas, because they're high in potassium, when a plant is fruiting or flowering, potassium really helps to speed this up, to help the fruits become healthier. This is a great way to ensure that you get more fruits from your actual plant. So you can do it with tomatoes, you can basically do it with anything. So I'm gonna put a lid on this, or put a bit of tissue on it. You can use an elastic band or a bit of string, and then once you're done with that, just leave it 7 days in a cool, dark place, and the osmotic process will take out that juice, and then you've got liquid boron, liquid potassium, etc. So I hope that was informative, and I'll see you next time. Keep sowing and growing. Thank you.